Welcome to my seminar!
Everybody here, people they will keep coming like later at the afternoon class and tomorrow and the day after. Okay, there's some black belts that are gonna come. Anyways, thank you everybody for coming. I know some people that are new faces. We've been doing this camp for the last 3 years, I said, yeah. And this year it was a mutual decision to keep it smaller because I wanted to be more of a friendly camp and like cozy and not such, the big camps that you go and you get lost and you're just an actor. And I wanted to keep it friendly, atmosphere, and hang out together and do stuff together. Thank you for coming once again, and I'll leave it to you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey guys, get closer please so you can hear me over the wind. My voice is a little bit gone from practicing the karaoke for this week. So, because it's the first class, and some people are not here yet, I'm going to give you all the secret backnotes. It's going to be a very chill class today, because it's the first of the camp, we've been traveling. My goal today is to show you almost no technique. So we're just going to look at concepts and mechanics, how to move. That's it. It's very basic. If you have a question and your brain goes into technique, but I'm going to pass, it's not passing, it's not guard, it's just move. Yeah, just do wiggle. Now I see some people who know each other from different years, France, from Greece, from Germany, whatever, and it's really cool because some of you know each other, but my goal for today, I will allow you to train with your friends, but at the end of the week I want everyone to train with everyone. So don't have German people or German, yes, you're going to train with me. Yeah, beware of me. Okay, so second off, I had a hard job today because I wanted to steal some shit from nobody's. I want to do some jiu-jitsu movements, but also prep you guys for Palm Beach. Get some dance moves in, so we're gonna mix some things together.
Explain to them what is Palm Beach because.
No, they have to experience it.
Oh, okay.
You have to have a first-time experience.
Okay.
So let's get some movement. For the people the first time, if you have any questions whatsoever, ask me. Sometimes I will show you drills and I'll give you 3 options, which might be basic, intermediate, and advanced. I don't care about your belt. You can be advanced in the shit I do as a white belt. You can be very shitty in the shit I do as a black belt. I don't care. Drill whatever you want. If it's too easy, ask me. I'll help you challenge some topics. If it's too hard, ask me. For the first drill, we're going to start with very basic legs. So my partner is going to be in seated open guard. You never thought you would see the day that I would do passing, eh? No, every year it's only guard and backtakes and leg locks.
What are the submissions?
Yeah, it's no leg locks for now. No. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna attack him. So he's gonna be seated open. My goal is to engage. It's not sparring. That's the first class. My goal is to engage. Put my partner in a supine position and find a pin. No pass. Can anyone tell me a form of a pin that is not a pass? Where I control the open guard pin. A position where I control the open guard that is not a pass. Like I have to something else. Just to pin the guard. Yeah, J point, yeah, flanking, black track, anything. Not stupid, you cannot finish the pass. So as I engage, I don't want to leave my legs dangling. I find my partner supine. Okay, maybe I get to this point, yeah. I get to this point or anything you guys know I can control my partner. My goal is not to pass. I can get a smash position or a headquarters or anything, and then I disengage. My partner's goal is to be a bit, to move around, and to establish a grip on me, a dominant grip. So if you switch roles, a dominant grip would not be this. This is not a dominant grip, neither is this. Dominant grip is anything where I disbalance. Cue you can look for is your partner's hands touching the mat. So look at this first. What's the name of this position, anyone? Almost? Reverse illegal, but now I don't control him. So see the difference between being here and being here. If you feel the balance, there he has to shift this way. This leg is tight, you can see it. But no sweeps. Don't give me that false reboot. No, just a grip or a pin. That's the game, yeah? Any questions? Switch whenever you want. Just find a partner and get one. Okay, 3, 2, 1. But for everyone to chill a little bit and to get your problem-solving mind activated, I want you guys to take turns a little bit. So look, it's not gonna be like this. Oh, I'm gonna pass and throw my weight. No, you were scared, right?
Yeah. I thought you were with my hip.
I know. With my weight, no. Guys, I'm gonna take a pin. So we take turns. It's my turn. I take a pin and I freeze. and he gets to do 1 or 2 intelligent decisions. So don't be like, if I sparring with me like this is not happening. So I get him supine, I get a pin, he pommels or does anything that's remotely intelligent. Yeah? You will also find out for the beginners what is absolutely not intelligent. So maybe he's here, oh, do something very not intelligent, like stretch your legs. Okay, this is maybe not the smartest decision for him to make. But he is allowed to have the time to make a decision. You understand? Yeah. So I get into any form of pin, maybe we get here, and he does a move. Okay, maybe he kicks me back or whatever. Oh, my balance was wrong. He gets to do 1 or 2 moves within my pin. Then we do the same thing. He establishes a grip or a guard. Yes, okay, good. And I get to do 1 good move. I'm like, okay, if I try to reach for his hat, my balance is wrong, so maybe I control the leg. Okay, good. Maybe I strip the grip. Okay, good. Okay. So it's the same drill, but it's not simultaneously sparring. I take a turn, I find any pin that I desire. Okay, maybe I get here. Okay, he does a good move. Okay, he establishes the grip. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then we reset. We go with this. Either he takes a turn in establishing the guard, and I strip. So maybe big guard, then he guard. Yeah. So like this. And I get a second, because normally you will be constantly pulling and pushing, you're sparring, relax. You have a remote, pause. 1 frappe, Fredo espresso, chill. And then I'm like, okay, I control, maybe I strip the hook or turn in. Or I do what Manolis did last year.
Ah, yes.
I pay attention. Yes, I remember. He did this last year, guys, right? Yeah. Okay, don't pass, don't sweep, just establish the grip, pause, make 1 or 2 intelligent decisions, or not. That's up to you. 3, 2, 1. Same part. Now, either I chose the topic very good because we're all jet lagged and a little bit low on energy, or you listen to me very well. We're all low on energy. When I see a little bit, if you stand, I see a little bit. The engagement. Look. Hips here. I see some people fall sweeping or going for like the inversions. Hips here, you know. We're not like full. We're not like this. But it's good because that was the purpose of the goal. Just to relax. We're still going to be technical in our jiu-jitsu. Now we're going to do some drills in guard. I want you to understand this. In who's a white belt? Jiu-jitsu beginner? White belt? Yes. Okay. At first in jiu-jitsu you learn techniques, but there's also some underlying movements, right? They tell me a move on the floor that helps a lot with creating space. Or that helps with lifting weight.
Is that?
Yes. Can you show me? Yeah, you don't need to.
This the first.
Yes?
This,
Okay, a frame, another basic move. An AB, we all know AB, right? So today we're not going to do the technique of the escape, we're going to do the ABs, the bridges, the inversions, and the way your body moves in passing. Because if I make AB here, it's going to be very cool for the dance floor. I'm just going to teach you some basic moves, and now we go. What I really hate is that the technique explanation is very long. I say 3 to 1, I was like this, and then do you know what we do? I don't know what we do. So if you don't understand, ask me. We're going to start off very basic. My partner has 2 hooks. You've been in this situation, not this is very basic, but with variations of this. Now what I want to do for the beginners, if he keeps sticky hooks and I lift my legs, I'm going to, the first way you move is like the Homo sapien, you'll get thrown over. So, I control the knees or the shins. Don't care about the hands, just ignore that for now. It's just basic movement. As I control, my knee goes in and I pommel to the inside the space. For now, this is okay for the beginners. So instead of moving like this, the first basic move we're going to do like 8. My knee goes in and my weight is on the knee. As my leg comes up to my butt and I pommel it in. Now listen, if you put it on the same place, Manola is going to be very, very cheesy because I put my leg here, it just re-pommels. And we're back. And now we can do infinite loops and re-pommels, we're back. So a little bit more advanced. What do I do after the pommel? Is as I get that inside space, I put it in the crook of his knee. So if he tries to pommel back, especially with my hand on the knee, there's less space. And I put some pressure there. So right here, nice straight back, straight hand, hands on the knees or on the shins, and I dip my knee in. As my knee goes in, I pommel, and I step in to dominate that inside space, and I put it on the other side. Yep. It's just a basic drill, no sweeping, no jiu-jitsu, just how to move. Is it too easy? feet now or forever hold your silence. Okay? It's too hard. This is just this. And then you can make it a little bit more entertaining. He comes up, okay, he's see the guard. I try to put in supply, he gets the hooks in, boom, and I immediately respond. Now there's a bit more movement going, you see? More very busy. This is the first pommel we're gonna do. It's gonna be on side. Pommel, crook of the knee, put some pressure. That's it, okay? 3, 2, 1. Maybe you've done this a million times, but for some of you not. Look, if my knee goes towards his shin, keep the hook, and it's very hard now, you see the foot is still there. So a lot of you are used to going forward. You want to pass, you want to go forward, right? It's very natural. You want a knee cut. If my knee goes high on the shin, keep the foot in, I'll always get stuck with the foot there a little bit. So you see my knee is in front of my hip. So look, keep the hooks. I put my knee down to the foot. So my knee goes down to the foot, and then I pommel in. So instead of going forward and then pommeling back, I want you to do more of this movement. Yeah? First day, when we go to the dance floor, you will see all these movements back again. But for now, your knees don't go forward. Put pressure on the hook, and then you pommel. Yeah, let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. A little bit more in depth. You can choose what to add. Once again, you choose how difficult it is. If you're in a scooter to the beach, and you say, it was boring, it was too easy, that's on you. You should raise your hand, I'll give you more drills. If you say it was too hard, it's also on you. Raise your hand, I'll make it easy. So first off, his knees are above his hips. Now, from now on, we're going to strip the hooks, and then you can either, so for most beginners, you stop here. A little bit more is as you step in the knee on control. And then eventually, I want you to, as you open the space, come up and like secure a position. Like get my weight, if people know headquarters, where do I want my weight to be? If it's too much forward, he'll kick me over, entangle my legs, or go for entries. If it's too much backwards, he'll throw me back. This is just the step after the pommel. Now for the next pommel, his knee is going to be in front of his hip. So maybe we're in this stance. Yeah, so we're not here. Maybe one leg is here. Now if I try to pommel, it's going to be very hard. Do you see? Because my knee, if I try to put my knee over his hook now, it's going to be a bit harder as opposed to when his knee is above his hip. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So now the knee is above the hip, I can put pressure on the hook and I can pommel to the inside. If the leg is a bit further, it's going to be harder for me to pommel. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put my hand on the knee and I'm going to high step. So I'm here, I'm going to just raise the mobility of my hip. Yeah? Sorry for the older people, like we're honest. We're going to step high up. My leg goes up. My weight doesn't go all the way back, like this. I just step up and over. Okay? So instead of pommeling, keep the hook back, I'm going to step up and over. Now if I put it down, what will you do? You will get the same hook again. So just like the previous drill, I go up high and I put it in the base of his knee and maybe settle down and find a place where I'm comfortable in control. Yeah? Try to keep your posture and your weight in the place where you want to be. Don't be too much here, too much back. That's for the people who want to follow. Does everyone know the next drill? So I told you today's not going to be technique. It's just some drills. The partner now has one hook. You just take a step back. Yeah? Try not to throw your leg back like this. Try not to pommel. Walk, high step, put it back in the crook of the knee, and maybe then settle down. Yeah, and then both sides. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is good. He's on my level. Okay, good. Guys, if he has a long leg, first off, what I think is going pretty good is you guys get the inside space to here, and I see people have pretty good balance. So I don't see people falling off here. If we're in any form of like headquarters, if his knee is here, I want you to feel the balance. Yeah. If he pushes away, maybe that's easy for me to pass that. So he's here. He keeps your hands on the inside, whether it's hips, armpits, wrist and armpit, or anything on the inside. And I want your weight to be in a good position. If it's too far on your heels, you will come up. He's sweeping. If it's too far forward, he will kick me up. Very easy to get entries on my legs. So I want you guys to feel where you're at. And then the more I feel the position, the more I can feel him moving. If he chooses a side, I can smash past there or find a way to move that leg to the inside. If I try to push him that way, he puts his knee back. I want to pull him to the inside. So I want you to be here, balance, and feel. Don't rush. No sparring. Just here. Don't be here or. Now for the long leg people. One hook, one hook. Now if I high step, this guy, his leg is like I don't know, man, like sarissa, you know? You know sarissa? It's Greek, eh? And I cannot, he will just follow. You understand? Even if they have shorter legs, and it's just flexible. So I keep control, I want a high step, he follows. Now I couldn't pommel because of my knee position. So look, now we do the next basic move, the next A move. As I step up, my leg pommels on the inside. So forward pommel. Yeah? Secretly, it's also part of my dance move class. Or when we go to the Palm Beach. But here, I want to pommel in, it's hard, so I'm here, I control. I want to high step over. Yeah, it's not happening. So as I high step, now I cannot hold my hand because I will block my own leg, you see? So as I step over, shift my weight, yeah, and my leg goes up, and now look at my knee, it goes forward as it pommels in. If I put it here, it will read pommel. So where do we put it? Anywhere but there. So I don't care. For the beginners, I would like to do the same thing we just did, but you can also like in this, yeah, or find a way to in the shin, yeah, or like, I don't care if you get to like these kind of positions, whatever, but don't just put it back. So once again, beginners a little bit more distance. When I high step, he follows. As I high step, I front pommel, and I put it on the inside, and I find my balance. That's the drill, yeah? So we get a front pommel. All good? Okay, 3, 2, 1. The movement was good. People think it's about flexibility, but it's more motor skills. But so far, everything we've done has been pretty abstract, pretty not really jiu-jitsu technique. Now we're going to get into more technical positions, but the mechanics remain the same. So, 2 groups, a bit more beginner, then we're advanced, and show 2 techniques. We're in the X guard. So now we're in this position. Who's not familiar with this guard? Never seen? Yeah, for you it's the first time? Yeah. Do you know how to do X guard? Maybe I'll come to you guys and switch. So we're just in this position. Now this is perfect. I cannot pommel to the inside. Yeah, and high stepping is also pretty hard here. So how do I deal with this? Who knows the basic way to deal with this guard for me?
I push and start. You're down.
No. Me.
You put this. I will do this.
Yeah. The problem is this hook is this hook. If you do this hook is a problem. So if I can strip this and I start to stab, stop. Okay, maybe someone else. This leg. Yes, perfect. So now we get the new mechanic: back stepping, yeah, and long stepping. Okay. So I like to post or make a grip. I control this and I back step behind. So I walk towards my partner. I think for the beginners this is good. Or now this is the thing that I want you guys to drill is in this space between his knees, I will shift my weight and I front pommel to the inside as I then go. So it's the same movement you've been doing, this front pommel, this way of passing. My weight shifts, yeah. I throw my leg on the inside. So look, it's the same thing. Very flexible. And then I go drop into north-south. I don't care about passing now, I only care about movement drills. So you can spar, I don't care. You can go north-south, you can pass, I don't care. But the mechanics are either long stepping or front pommel. This foot is not the problem. This is not really the problem. This is the problem. So I control this, so or so, feel what you want. I like to use this as a post, so I don't give my partner the space to invert a lot. So what I like to just either post it on the shoulder on the mat as I step and I put my weight onto it. Yeah, and then maybe I drop it to north-south and I switch back and then you care about this. Do whatever you want. But the mechanic is backward stepping. So first we have high stepping, now you go backwards going. Now we still have that same front pommel. Last time, front pommel, back start, front pommel to the inside. If my weight is here, I will fall, I will get swept. So I shift my weight. Here, your hands, for now I don't care. Shift my weight, I pommel. Yeah, can we drill with that? Yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1. Jiu-jitsu. So it's a different game, man. I got some really good, what's your name? John, very good questions. You should go. So good questions. What do you want to like? Then I know you're paying a little bit of attention. If I pommel to the front, what's the risk? The risk is here, this is what I really like to do, is to grip over, attack the second leg. If I lean in now, I cannot lift this. It's a mobility issue. So I have to stay up. If I'm here, maybe you're very flexible. I'm not. I'm almost very hard. But if I step, he will reap over. Look, I go here, he reaps over, and attacks this leg, okay? So if you're very afraid of this, look, if you're very afraid of this, you either prevent and keep control of the leg, so you just go like this. Now if he tries to reap, I have control of the legs, so I never let the legs go. Now think about it. Why and when do I prefer the pommel? And now I'm talking maybe about the gi. What's the problem in the gi? Yeah, so look, he has X guards, very good friend. If I grab here, he grabs my sleeve. Now we're in big trouble, huh? He can really sweep me that way. So in no-gi, I don't really care about this that much. And in the gi, there's no reaping. So the backside 50-50 is not that good. So for the people who train gi, I don't like to be here in long step too much because he will grab and sweep me. So that is when I maybe strip some grips here and just pommel and then go. Because I don't care about the reap, but I care about the sleeve. So which of these two is best? It's jiu-jitsu, there's no best. Okay, it's a situation. I just want to give you mechanics. 1, 2. That's it. Okay? I will go into another part of it again. Just keep different mechanics briefly, and then I'll end up with some really cool techniques. I know you guys like to do that as well, but just show you. Now we have tools again. Yes. Once again, for the beginners, this situation doesn't happen often. If it does, you suck. It's not good. It's just drilling. Now instead of pommeling, I will cup the knee, this knee, and I will push it down and pull it in. Okay? My knee goes to the inside here. Now look, this hand doesn't just push, it also pulls a little bit. My knee goes in. My weight is here, not here. Okay? Also, my weight is not here. You can kick with this and off balance me. I want to emphasize balance and drills over technique and speed. So don't do the drill like this. Relax, feel your balance. I'm here, straight spine. I control. As I walk with my body, so I don't make a step. Walk with my body, push it in, and my knee goes in. Now coach has a very good hook on me. Are you still in? So if I want to pommel out to the inside, I get stuck. You see? Can we do one more move? And so I want to do this, to get the inside position. The same pommel. But he keeps blocking it, which is it's very easy for him to block this. So now I use the other foot on top and I strip it. The whole drill. And now we end up in the same position we've been in. 1, 2, keep the weight. So it's just another way to get to this position if we cannot pommel. So now I give you a lot of tools to move and pass several guards. So we have pommel, if he's further we have high step, we have front pommel, and now we have a knee plate. So we go, walk, my knee goes in. My weight is here. If I'm too far here, it will extend, enter, sweep. I try to pommel to the inside. Doesn't work, so I keep my weight. I like to keep my hands on him on the grip, so armpit and wrist in this way, so if he tries to get up, it's a better grip. If he's here, it's easier for him to get up. So working, I don't really care about this. My foot goes in, I strip, and I pin. Dance moves, okay? We're good? You look very complicated. Okay, we need more, let's, yeah, Fredo espresso. Let's go, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, knee bend, forward. You see? So my foot is behind my knee. It's gonna be very dexterous now for me to get the foot there. So look at the position of my knee. We're in the hooks, walking forward, and my knee goes a little bit to the side, here. So my foot is here. So I'm not straight forward. See, now it's very hard to reach this. The exterior of my foot to go there is kind of hard. If my hip, however, is pointed a bit more in this way, and it goes straight back, it's very natural. And then I go back to being forward. Now we have to deal with this lag knot. Like this. Now we can either high step here if you have balance. Yeah, like this, step over, but I think the wrist will get swept a bit too much. For the most beginners, I think getting here and focusing on this detail is way more important. Just drill it again. Then what we can do is I put my knee on the inside. Yeah. Now we're cross knee pin. So we had a knee pin, and now we switch to the other side. If at any time I notice didn't keep this leg up, but he went lower, if this knee goes lower, because I will just slide over. It's also good. We have this pin, or this pin. See the difference? Now I really don't want him to invert and start doing shit. Already here, maybe I walk from this. From here, I try to pass, or level one. Back. So you see the knee switches, right? That's it. For the beginners. I think I hate the word beginners. People want to focus on the fundamentals. Try not to keep your knee forward. Don't think knee nut. Now this is hard, and getting this foot here is very hard. So be a bit more on this angle as you go in, as I play with you. Yeah. Now I feel there's space here, I can maybe step out, push through if it's loose. These are all things that can happen, but for now usually it keeps me in. I will switch my hip, look at my hip, and my knee goes down. Yeah. As I keep pressure here, and then, you know, I don't care if we pass. What I want you to focus more on, instead of left and right, is the movement in the knees and the movement in the hips. That's how I want you to warm up today. Okay. So for the more fundamentals, focus more instead of being here, being a bit more here, so you can get easy access to this. I want you to learn how to twist your hips and knees in one point. Yeah. If you want to add the final pass, your knee either goes above both knees, and you switch your hip. Yep. Or your knee goes in between the legs. One last time. So we did all the pommeling, up, up, up. Now we do the knee pin. One. Pin. Now I feel his knee is very low. I can like cut over. It's also good. Or like this. If it's a bit higher, I cannot go over. I will try to put it in between. I shift my weight. I don't go here, guys. I shift my weight and my knee cuts in as I raise. Okay. On the hook, very good in that position. 1, 2. Or spin. I don't care. Yep. I don't care about the follows. I care about when you're here, back. Okay. Let's go. First one. Okay, get close, guys. We have 2 groups. We have the weak European travelers who are tired from the travel. I have the Greek guys who didn't travel or just weren't built.
Don't forget about the Americans.
Oh yeah, the Americans, they just want to smash and wrestle. Good. So my job is now to either say, hey guys, this was it, you know, I will go back to the pool, whatever, or finally do some technique. I'm just gonna offer it. If you're fucking tired, just zone out. Yeah, just zone out. Okay. Get your phone, get some water. Do the final technique. You guys can choose. So either I first want to fix the first problem, so over here. I see some guys, this is going good, that's over here. I see this going good. Now if this is just like a pool noodle, there's nothing for me to pass. I'm already passed. So he's here. If it goes all the way to that side, okay, I'll take him, I will knee cut pass. Right? He's not doing that. If he just drops this down, okay, cool, I'm smash pass. This is in the middle, it's very hard for me. And that's when I walk over and use this to collapse. Then I go to this cross. But it depends on the position of his knee. Some of you were like, pool noodle? Like, why do I do this? No, you just pass. If it's really hard pushing back, I will pass the other way. That's how I do it. Now for the final movement, we're either going to do the pommels again in the form of float passing, where we try to like float pass the hooks out. This is a bit hard, not by steps, but more by movement. Or maybe I give you guys the choice to do some cool passes from either single leg kicks or no-gi de la hiva. Any preference? Anyone single leg kicks or no-gi de la hiva? Single de la hiva. De la X. For me, me, it doesn't matter because the movement patterns we're going to use are going to be the same. So for the more advanced people, I want to do both. So look, in the Dala Hiva and Nogi, there's a difference in the gi because he doesn't want me to get that knee line. If he's like all the way deep into Dala Hiva, I will just go for the neck. Now what I want to do is I want you guys, for the beginners, to focus on that long step movement that we do. So I need to strip this, control. If he has any foam on my thigh, I like to strip it. You have to be careful if you overextend your knee, you can pommel to the inside and get into single leg extension. So as I extend, I put my knee in. Now I long step. So just for the beginners, I will make the move a bit bigger. I will long step and I'll drop my hip on this side. Yeah, we'll deal with the fact that that doesn't work because it keeps you tight later. For now, I just want to be here. The hat I don't think is good because it gets the underhook. So yes, it's no issue. Here. And later on we're going to be at the hook. I want you to not be perpendicular to your partner, like here. Okay. Control this, strip and get me in, and make some back step. If he starts throwing this leg up and over, I can like use that to like leap over. Sorry, to pass on it. Yeah. Now we're gonna long step. So my hip goes close to him. Yeah. As I strip up, keeping me in. I'm gonna go next to him. So far, I want you just to be here. Then we can like reverse half guard pass and pass this one down. For the people a bit more advanced, I like to keep all of this. My elbow goes in. I roll inside. Put my foot underneath. Next time, into the next time. I know some of you guys like this, so do if you like to do this. The mechanic I want you to use is getting that long step pressure. One. This, I have to deal with this. My knee shouldn't keep extending because it can go into the inside. Where it can go like into K-guard entries. So as I go, my hip goes out. If I'm too far here, this will never work. Focus on long step. It will be the same as single leg X. As I open the guard, keep your knee pressure here, and I will drop my hip down. Don't fall away from your partner because it will start coming up. So here it is. So my weight goes into my partner here. My hip is close. Close to my partner. Yeah. If he keeps his leg away, keep kicking it away, you cannot do the back kick. You just go to this side after. Yeah. Play around it. 3, 2, 1. If you have trouble with the back take, just ask me. I'll walk around. Get closer. The last technique. Is that a good question? So about the counter octopus, which I really love. I do this on autopilot. I really want to pin this arm. As you said, you felt that, right? If I don't pin the arm, then I just go here. Yep, and he will take my back, so that's the risk. If everyone is worried about octopus, keep that in mind, and I'll see you Thursday. Okay? No problem. But for now, I like to keep my weight and I pin this arm here. Now if he tries to get out of the octopus, I have more control. I have the time to go stays over, or to still go for it. When people going for the back take, my shoulder should not go there. Very, very hard. So we sit it, we're going to pull the shoulder. Not there. My shoulder goes there, close to the skin. This will help you tremendously. Get underneath the center of gravity. Today the back take was just, I know you guys, if you only do this, like, I didn't do anything cool. Now we do something cool. But I think it's the least important thing about today. If you want to work with that sit-up motion, it's also something like you do with Dala Hiva. If you're here in drilling, if you get space, backside, I should be careful to take it back. I also like to do this sit out. So if I feel my knee is free, I will slide out and look like this position. It's the same thing as I go straight. Pass here, and I don't. There's many ways to deal with this. If you want more ways to pass, no, you're gonna leave out a whole video on that on my YouTube channel. Today I want to wrap it up. This is the first day. Takeaway today is not technique. It's just, especially for beginners, how to move your body instead of this. So you're used to learn 1, 2, 3, maybe even these kind of bits. That's it. So if anyone asks what pass did you do today, the answer should be no pass. Just move this. Any other questions? Good, that's very good. We're going to do some rolls. You know this? For the first roll, I want you guys to go positional. Just one roll. Yeah. We're going to start off in open guard. 3 levels. 1, he has a grip. Yeah, like something like this. And we start sparring from here. 4, he has no grip. With positional sparring, he wins if he sweeps, submits, or gets me in a strong entanglement. If he really gets stuck for 20 seconds in reverse X guard, I win, I pass. That's it. I'll play on those. Sorry, or back there. So he tries to get a sweep. If he sweeps me, anything, he has to get a top position. 1, 2, 3, okay, good. I'm again the guy on top the whole time. Yeah? You don't have to pass like we did today. You can do any kind of pass. I don't care. 3 seconds, pass, reset. Yeah, that's it. Positional sparring. I highly advise you find someone else from your gym. Just find anyone. Okay? 3, 2, 1. We're gonna set a timer. We're gonna do